James O'Keefe from Project Veritas here. You all know that in the last week our offices were destroyed by remnants of Hurricane Ida, but that was not the only attack that Project Veritas faced. 2 days before the storm hit, we discovered that fraudsters had stolen $165,000 from our bank accounts by hacking correspondence with our lawyers talking to our team. Now, it's no secret that we're involved in a lot of litigation. We're suing the New York Times, suing the CNN, suing Twitter, and in fact winning so far in some of these lawsuits, and also playing a defendant in others. Project Veritas has never lost a lawsuit. We spend millions of dollars a year on litigation. So we received an invoice for $165,000 from a few of our attorneys, and we intended to pay that invoice. So we set up wire transfers for payment. Within hours, the lawyers reached out to us asking us to pay the invoices via a new account they had set up. They actually impersonated the actual name of our lawyer, changing a few letters in the email address, replying in real time to an email chain with our actual attorneys. It appears the fraudsters were watching, waiting for an invoice to be sent to us, and then pounced, impersonating them, replying to a real email as the lawyer's name the moment the invoice came. We've also had denial of service attacks recently. People were very clever. They've donated $50,000 but then asked for a refund, which incurs a fee to us, and they've done this repeatedly in an attempt to apparently hurt us financially and bankrupt us. These are intentional attacks by people who don't like us, trying to distract us, trying to deny our services, trying to disrupt our mission. These are very serious crimes against us. The feds have jurisdiction. U.S. attorneys should prosecute this for wire fraud. But this week, there was a school board meeting in Sacramento.
Thank you for allowing me to speak, and I also want to thank Project Veritas for exposing this, because without their due diligence, you guys would have done nothing, because you did nothing when these students complained.
Any teacher or staff pushing anti-American, hateful, or political agendas against America on our students, families, or communities, we want you out. Now. Not paid leave, and not in a week or two. Now.
And we learned, that the FBI, the feds, got involved in shutting that school board meeting down.
Okay, thank you.
This is the board members.
Wait.
And this is the guy who said he'd talk to us.
So the board members have left. They're all leaving.
They're busy, apparently, involving themselves in shutting down school board meetings when parents are so indignant. We doubt that anybody will be prosecuted. And that might make you feel hopeless or even cynical that nothing can be done. But at the end of the day, it's about all of you. It's about the people of this country stepping up, rising up, and exposing and revealing what it is that they are doing. It's up to you. This week, all of our stuff has been destroyed. All of our files are, thank God, backed up in our building, which has been completely gutted. Many of the walls have been torn out, and everything, as you can see, has been removed from our facility, which is completely destroyed. But there are 2 quotes that remain on the wall, and one of them was sent to us by a supporter, a beautiful plaque that reads, "This organization is protected by patriots." There you see it, still hanging about 9 feet up on the wall. This week we received thousands, an influx of tips and whistleblowers and insiders, viewers like you, reaching out to us as the whistleblowers and insiders across the country swells. We are on the verge of bigger and better things. One of our core values is indeed resilience. It also hung on our wall. Speaking personally, when I was 10 years old, my father bought a house. For 2 years, I worked on that house, sometimes in the evenings, sometimes all weekend. And then, right when we finished the house effectively burned down. 1 week later, my father, grandfather, and I spent the next year rebuilding the house back to the way it was. And it was better, and it was bigger. That was one of the first lessons in my life about resilience. This organization will build bigger and better and bolder. And next week, stay tuned as we release our next big bombshell story about criminal activity. You won't want to miss it.